Namah Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Iti Namine Shri Varshavanavi Devi Dayataya Kripabdaye Krishna Sambandhati Dhyana Dayane Prabhave Namaha Madhuryo Jala Premadya Sri Rupanuga Bhaktida Sri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostate Namaste Gauravani Sri Murtaye Dinatharine Rupanuga Virudhapa Siddhanta Dvanta Harine Namo Gaura Kishoraya Sakshat Vairagya Murtaye Vipralamba Rasambodhe Adambodhayate Namaha Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Satchidananda Namine Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupanuga Varayate Gaura Virbhava Bhumestvam Nirdesta Satchana Priya Vaishnava Sarvabhoma Sri Jagannatayate Namaha Panchakalpa Tarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patithanam Bhavanibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahabharanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauratveshe Namaha Panchatattva-makam Krishnam Bhakta-rupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta-shaktikam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Jayatham Suradha Pangor Mama Manda Madhirgati Matsarvasva Padambo Jau Radha Madana Mohana Divya Vrindaranya Kalpatrumata Sriman Ragnagara Simhasanastau Shri Radha Shila Govinda Deva Preskali Bhiste Manos Smarani Shriman Rasa Rasarangi Vanshivata Tatastita Karshan Venu Svanaya Gopir Gopinata Srirestuna Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
On behalf of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, and our Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Parampara, we will begin this ceremony of initiation. At the first state of this ceremony, you've all chanted the sacred mantra. You look so sorry. We have begun by chanting on Srila Prabhupada's instruction. Om apavitro pavitro va sarvavastam yatopiva yasmare pundari kaksham savayanyantara suchi Shri Vishnu, Shri Vishnu, Shri Vishnu. Whether we are pure or not pure, or even having passed through all situations of life, one who remembers the beautiful lotus-eyed Supreme Personality of Godhead is purified within and without. Krishna is called upon by the name Pavitra. He is supremely pure. Supremely pure in a way that is transcendental and all-powerful. When Krishna's ultimate purity descends into this material existence to purify those who may have apparently unlimited impurities. That is an extension of His mercy. Krishna can purify anything or anyone. Ye yadamam prapadyante tamstadaiva bhajamya. Krishna reveals His presence in our lives according to the degree that we surrender to Him. Surrender meaning how we truly take shelter of Him. One who remembers Krishna, who has lotus-like eyes. Not only are they supremely beautiful, but they see everything and everyone in all places at all times. Krishna's within our heart, seeing our every thought, our every word, our every action, our every intention. And He's in the heart of every living being, all humanity, all creatures, all trees, all plants, every blade of grass. He's in every atom. Those beautiful lotus-like eyes, they're enchanting the gopis and the gopas and Goloka Vrindavan with the expansion of Paramatma are seeing us always. When we speak about remembering Krishna, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, he told, do not try to see Krishna, but serve Krishna in such a way that He is pleased to see you. Alyavilashita sunyam jnana karmanyana ankulena Krishna Shilanam Bhakta Buddha. True bhakti is actually our thoughts, our words, our lives are dedicated to pleasing Krishna. For remembering in Krishna in such a way that he is pleased with us. No desire for profit, adoration, distinction. Not for wealth or heavenly pleasures. Not even from miraculous powers or liberation. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught us in prayer, Na dhanam na janam na sundarim kavitam va jagadish gamaye. Mama janmani janmanishwani bhavatat bhakti rai. Sri Krishna descending into this world with the Mahabhava of Sri Radha is taking the role of a devotee to teach us what pleases him. This is a prayer that we aspire to someday inculcate within our own hearts. We do not approach God for wealth, prestige, fame, to be great scholars, to enjoy the pleasures of this world, not even for liberation from suffering. In whatever situation Krishna puts us in, how can I serve you? Just the day before yesterday, I visited our very beloved friend and godbrother, Narada Muni Prabhu, who was physically very ill. We all pray for him and offer our gratitude. His partner, Vedamata Devi, she told me that Narada Muni would regularly say to her, even when he was going through a prolonged illness, that his prayer is that you could go to the hellish planets to assist Srila Prabhupada in preaching. He would. To honestly offer that prayer when we're actually close to death. Krishna hears us.
That's not actually.
That is what Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is teaching. Wherever you put me, Krishna, just let me be there to serve you. This is the special gift of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this unmotivated devotional service. Savai Bung Samparo Dharmo Yanto Bhaktir Hokshajem Ahoitiki Aprati Hata Yagatma Suprasidati. This is the foundational verse of the Srimad Bhagavatam. Unless we sincerely understand the spirit of this verse, then we cannot really have a proper understanding of anything else in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Parikshit Maharaj was also on the verge of leaving this world. It's 7 days to live. And these days, if the doctors say you have 7 days, you don't really know. Sometimes you have 7 years. Sometimes 7 minutes. But in those days, when you have 7 days, you have exactly 60 minutes to an hour, 24 hours in a day, 7 days. He knew exactly how long he had. And Parikshit Maharaj, in his state, he actually took it as an opportunity to help all of the citizens and all people in the world for all times to come. On a personal level, in his great humility, he was taking shelter of the great sages to help him to completely surrender his heart, his life, his consciousness to Krishna. But as the father of his nation, the world, Srila Prabhupada describes that the great emperors of that time, like Yudhishthira Maharaj, Parikshit Maharaj, Ambarish Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, these great kings, they considered every living entity within their kingdom as their praja, as their own children. What great people do, what people who are looked up to in leadership, Guruna Sasyat, Swajinina Sasyat, Pitana Sasyat, whether one is a guru, a king, political leader, a mother, a father, a teacher. If anyone looks up to us, it is our foremost duty to give an example, not only in our words, but in our lives, where people will have a grasp of the true value of what's important. So here is Parikshit, last 7 days of his life. I will go to the bank of Ganges to sit at the feet of the Lord's devotees. I will fast, and the only thing that will come in my body will be the sound vibration of Krishna's glories. Sutta Goswami, who was there at that assembly, he tells the sages of Naimisharanya that the supreme dharma for all humanity is that which brings transcendental, loving service to the Supreme Lord. Such service must be unmotivated and uninterrupted to actually satisfy the self. That's actually what it means to be pure. Pure devotional service means to serve Krishna in such a way that pleases him. Sometimes devotees would ask Srila Prabhupada, what pleases Krishna? What is the best way to serve? Srila Prabhupada would answer, usually we want something that we can physically grasp onto. Srila Prabhupada's reply was, what pleases Krishna is when you love him. That's the hardest thing to do. Because love means unmotivated and uninterrupted. It's the pure state of the heart.
That's all.
Homa pavitro pavitro va sarvamistam yasmare pundarikaksham sabhayam yatra suci. When we're surrounded by so many impurities and we've accumulated practically limitless contaminations within our minds, how to become pure? If we have faith in the supreme power of Krishna's purity, we take shelter of Krishna. Doesn't matter who we are. Yesterday we discussed a simple stray dog. Within days he went back to the spiritual world, Vaikuntha. Supreme liberation. Simply because he became the object of mercy of a devotee. And to please that devotee, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally came before the dog and purified his heart. In this verse it is said, and even having passed through all situations of life. We recite this at the time of initiation. This is an important doorway of understanding of what's in our future. It's not that after taking initiation, things become easy for us. Sometimes Krishna consciousness is easy. Sometimes it's a great struggle. Sometimes we're honored, and inevitably, if there's honor, then we know there's going to come dishonor. Whenever there's pleasure, we know there will be pain. Because pleasure is inseparable from pain. Happiness, distress. Success, failure. Health, disease. Birth, death. It's the nature of the world. When we take shelter of Krishna upon initiation, it is not that now everything is going to be really the way I like it. Whether you're a devotee or not a devotee, material nature works. The difference is that when you're a devotee, you grow in your love for Krishna through the dualities of material nature. And if you're not a devotee, you just become more implicated in karma and bondage. So don't expect everything is going to be auspicious by a material calculation. What is auspicious in whatever happens? We remember Krishna. We chant His holy names in a mood of surrender. Srila Prabhupada, he tells that when he was living in his Grihastha life during World War II, there were bombs falling in Calcutta. He even made the sounds of the bombs. Help me, Miss Evans. And all of the family and neighbors were telling me they were all running to bomb shelters and to basements. And Srila Prabhupada was cooking. I think he said he was cooking puris. And while they were running, he was saying, come on, Abhay. He said, I am cooking puris for Krishna. He's coming in the form of these bombs.
Yes.
So he's seeing Krishna. Not only seeing Krishna, but he's eager to please Krishna. When Srila Prabhupada was asked by a professor, how is it that Krishna tells Arjuna that you're not this body, you're an eternal soul. There's no death for the soul. You shouldn't lament for the living or the dead. Then why Arjuna, after he heard the whole Gita, when his son died, Abhimanyu, he was crying. And so was Yudhishthira and Bhima. And even Krishna's sister, Subhadra, was crying. Srila Prabhupada explained that it's natural for a mother to love the child. However, he was not disturbed because he carried on with his service for the pleasure of Krishna. It's not that becoming a pure devotee, your heart becomes like a piece of stone. I just listened to a recording where Srila Prabhupada gave a definition for a Vaishnava. He defined a Vaishnava in various ways. And they are all crucial to understand what a Vaishnava is. Sometimes he would say, a Vaishnava means one who is completely free of envy. Other times he says a Vaishnava is one who is surrendered to the loving service of Lord Krishna or Vishnu. But in this case, the talk I just heard, he said, a Vaishnava means one who feels the suffering for all beings. Now, who would want to be a Vaishnava? just feeling my own sufferings. Certain times just too much. What to speak of my family's sufferings or my friends' sufferings or the community's sufferings. But a Vaishnava is one who feels the sufferings of all beings. How much suffering is in this world? How can you be happy when you're feeling everyone's sufferings? Lord Chaitanya was asked, what is a Vaishnava? By the residents of Kulina Gram. He said, one who once chants the names of Krishna is a Vaishnava. And the next year they came back. They said, we are grihastas who are really fallen souls. Please tell us, what is a Vaishnava? And he said, one who is always chanting the names of Krishna is a Vaishnava. And then the next year they came back. And he said, what is a Vaishnava? And he said, one who anybody sees, he inspires them to chant the names of Krishna. That is a Vaishnava. So chant Hare Krishna and be happy while you're feeling the sufferings of all beings. That doesn't mean our happiness is the situation in this world, because we're feeling people suffering. It means in that state we're taking shelter of Krishna, trying to be an instrument to give shelter of Krishna. And that's the nature of the soul. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata. Akita namam dharmasya tadatmanam shajamya. Krishna comes to this world to show mercy to the fallen, suffering souls. However pious we are, we're going to go old and die. However pious we are, all our family members, our friends, our loved ones are going to die. Abrahma Bhuvana Loka Punaravartanvashana Amitheti Tukotya Punar Janmana Vidyate. This is such an optimistic verse. From the highest planet in the material world down to the lowest, everywhere is a place of misery. Where do we come? Whether you're living in the North Pole or a Hawaiian island, you have to suffer.
Amen.
But Krishna tells, but one who takes shelter of me, one who comes to me, that is where real happiness is. We never take birth again. Janma karma chame divyam evam yovedita. Vadeham punarjana naithima medisut. One who understands the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not take birth in this world again, but attains me. But yet the same Krishna who spoke that verse in the role of a devotee is Lord Chaitanya, Natanam, Natanam. He's saying, wherever you want me to take birth, let me serve you. Let me please you. Vasudev Datta, a most intimate, inner, confidential, loving servant for Chaitanya. He prayed, let every living being in this universe be happy in the spiritual world with you. And let me take all of their sinful activities and perpetually suffer all their reactions. That's the only prayer I have. Hearing that, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu cried, because he understood this is really what he wants. That's where he was looking for his happiness, in helping others. Krishna comes to this world for that reason. And as long as we're in this world, there's nothing that pleases him more But in order to share devotion with others, we need to completely surcharge ourselves with that devotion. So initiation is a very sacred, important foundational event in our life, where we build our whole life on that foundation. Krishna reveals association with all of them. That is the power of the holy names.
It's so deep.
When Haridas Thakur was explaining the glories of the holy names, he said even liberation, mukti, from all the sufferings of this world is just an insignificant byproduct of chanting the holy names. The real goal is ecstatic, pure, unmotivated, uninterrupted love for Krishna. Such a gift. Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtan. It's the ultimate benediction that we give in Krishna's names. And how do we express our gratitude to Srila Prabhupada and the Acharyas for giving us the holy name of Krishna? By chanting every day sincerely, and by sharing that gift with others. That is Sankirtan. When we're all singing and dancing together, we're chanting the gift we have received with grateful hearts. We're sharing with each other. And we're sharing with the whole universe.
It's the
This wonderful gift of Krishna consciousness is freely given to anyone and everyone who's willing to receive it. But there are so many obstacles, so many distractions that will come in life. In order to continue following with the right character and the right spirit, we need to make commitment. So much of the substance of our spiritual life is how we're taking responsibility. Srila Prabhupada said, we will make progress according to how we take responsibility. Today, all of you are making a commitment. You're seriously taking a responsibility. That's the idea of a vow. Taking responsibility to practice devotional service. A loving parent is committed to their child. Whatever the condition of the child, the loving parent is there. Because there's a commitment of love. Initiation is making a commitment to express our will to love Krishna. In the Bhagavad Gita, Kamteya Pratijogihina me bhakta pranashta. Krishna promises my devotee will never perish. And in the culmination of Gita, Krishna tells, Man mana bhavamat bhaktam madhyashim namaskuru. Mame vaisha shishatyam te pratijani priyoshi. He's speaking to Arjuna, and he's actually declaring to everyone, always think of me Become my devotee. Serve me, worship me. Offer your homage to me. Krishna says, in this way you will come to me without fail. I promise you, because you are my dear friend. Krishna has given his promise. If we always think of him in the mood of a devotee, with character integrity, Krishna promises we will go to him. What is initiation? It's a reciprocation. Krishna has given a promise. Today you are giving a promise. Yeah. Krishna will follow what Srila Prabhupada has given us, what the devotees have given me. And I promise I am going to follow, whatever happens. Whether I feel like it or don't feel like it. And whether it's a sunny day in life, or a hurricane, tornado, stormy day in life. I'm giving my promise. And it is by having the spirit to fulfill our promise each day, Krishna will be pleased with us. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he described in Chaitanya Bhagavat, and if one chants the holy names of the Lord and then unnecessarily criticizes and hurts others, then the holy name will punish them. Krishna reciprocates. That's how he purifies us, by punishing us. We don't just chant, we chant in a way to please Krishna. And to chant in a way that pleases Krishna means our whole life has to understand what pleases Krishna. Therefore, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu declared that we should keep this verse strung on the holy name always on our heart. Vinada Pisuni Chaitanya Tarorida Seshna Amanina Manina Kirita Vyasada. This is not a detail. We can't bypass this verse. We have to apply it to our life sincerely. To be more humble than a blade of grass. Be more tolerant and forgiving than a tree. Eager to offer all respect to others and expect not in return. When we have this character, we can chant all the names of the Lord consciously. Even if we are given a service of justice, like Yamaraj, Yamaraj is actually following this verse. He's a Mahajan. He's one of the 12 Mahajans. How could Yamaraj be following this verse? Because whatever he's performing his role, his duty, with genuine humility and compassion. And when he gets cursed to take a holiday, he becomes Vidura. He's just forgiving everyone. But then after that, he went back to Yamaraja's post. So I just have an intention to really be a well-wisher. And Yamaraja's sister is Yamuna. She's simply forgiving, giving love of Krishna. And this balance between the brother and the sister, who both totally appreciate and love each other for what they're doing, because they're doing it for Krishna without any motive, without any ego. That is bhakti. So, Srila Prabhupada came to give us this opportunity in our life. And today, the initiates, it's not the taking of the vow that is going to be the means of your spiritual success. It's in how every day you're living by this vow. That is where your spiritual progress will be. Srila Prabhupada would say, initiation means to initiate the beginning. I'm so grateful to all of you. I'm so grateful to all of you for sincerely pleasing the Vaishnavas in such a way that you're getting the blessings and the recommendation. And I'm so grateful that I'm, on behalf of Srila Prabhupada, being given the blessing to serve you all. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.